That's why you catch people like that.
Not necessarily, though. I have a pair of pants with a fly that has a mind of its own. I definitely have. Last time I wore them, I pulled that fly up 3 times without using the washroom one time. It just doesn't like being up. It doesn't want to cooperate, that pair of pants.
Okay. Wow.
And I've realized this isn't a rule. You got to go with the YKK zippers. If it doesn't say YKK on your zipper, that's not a zipper that's worth trusting.
Fake zippers. They're just imposter zippers.
Yeah.
I think. That's what I've heard. Did I ever mention... Still on urinals. I don't know why. Let's just get all the urinal talk out in this episode.
If you're in the woods, you don't just pee in a shrub. You're taking your pants off to pee.
I'm not taking my pants off. I don't want to give you the idea that I'm taking. I'm not like Charles Manson.
I could just see you like a madman standing there, full Winnie the Pooh, shirt on, no pants.
I do the full Winnie the Pooh every time.
and ironically, not to poo.
Ironically,
just to pee.
No. and to that's also how I get honey out of trees.
Oh boy, Matthew, I can only imagine. This sounds nightmarish. This sounds like you are the next Kevin Spacey. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're the next beloved celebrity to get caught.
No. Now, speaking of beloved celebrities getting caught doing things, I once caught actor Hugh Jackman in need of using a restroom.
Okay, this is not bad. You have not sullied the Wolverine for me.
I feel like I've talked about this once before on the podcast, and I'm not sure if I have, but if you haven't heard it, then maybe I didn't.
I don't pay attention to every word you say, Matthew.
That's true. I saw Hugh Jackman once. He was out and about. I think it was right before one of those X-Men movies.
Okay.
But he was a well-established character in the X-Men movies by that point.
Well, he was the star of the first one, and then all following ones aside from maybe one of them.
Yeah, and he's pretty recognizable. He's tall, he's muscular, very muscular, and he...
Fabulous dancer.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful accent.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go to the washroom, and I thought, this is probably the best chance I'm going to have at getting some Hugh Jackman time.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Because out in public, I don't want to go and annoy him and bother him with, me gushing over him, and I don't even know what I would do. I wouldn't even know what to say, but I figured...
So wait a second,
it's going to come to me in the washroom.
Hold on. So you follow Hugh Jackman into the washroom.
Yes. So
that he has nowhere to escape to. You corner him so you could gush all over him.
I regret my wording, but I do follow Hugh Jackman in, but I wait. So he's been in there for a little bit, so I know he's probably got...
Doesn't make it better.
He's
now
not...
You're just standing in the washroom with your grubby hands gripping a poster and a Sharpie, I presume. Probably a gold or silver Sharpie, because you're no slouch.
I was hoping to leave that part out of it, because I thought, just me walking into the washroom after Hugh Jackman, it's a public washroom. He doesn't get rights to have that washroom alone, but when I do walk in with a poster and a Sharpie, it's pretty obvious, and we made eye contact. Him at the urinal, me just walking in.
But just standing at the entrance with a marker in one hand and a clammy poster in the other.
It was rolled up. It could have been anybody's movie. And then I didn't know what to do, and I was like, well, this is a terrible idea. I realized right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I just washed my hands. Just stood there and washed my hands for a good couple happy birthdays, did a couple of hokey pokies, just waited. It's like he's using that urinal for a long time. He was very uncomfortable. I made him very uncomfortable. He left without washing his hands, and that's what I wanted to let you know. This is going to tarnish the Wolverine for you forever.
Not especially. That sounds kind of Wolverine-like. He's animalistic.
Doesn't wash his hands after he uses the urinal. He's got dirty little grubby Wolverine hands now.
I'm less surprised that Wolverine wouldn't wash his hands than I am that beloved Tony Award-winning actor Hugh Jackman would not wash his hands. Unless he is so desperate to avoid being gushed on.
Yeah, he really probably just wanted to avoid me.
Yeah.
I cornered the Wolverine, and he scampered off. Yeah, he panicked, and he ran out. And...
His fight and flight resulted in flight because, Matthew, you were a Charles Manson type.
I could have learned so much from him. If I could, that's the one thing I would maybe learn how to use a urinal if Hugh Jackman would teach me.
This is so strange, Matthew. Now you walk up to Hugh Jackman saying, "Excuse me, Mr. Wolverine, can you show me how to use the urinal?"
Yeah.
This is pretty bad.
And then some 80s ballad would play, and there'd be a
montage.
between us. Yeah.
It would be like in the movie Ghost, where he'd stand behind you and like hold your arms and help you.
No, not like that at all. That's bad territory. I was thinking more like the song, "I Want to Know What Love Is, I Want You to Show Me." Only it wouldn't.
Sounds pretty similar.
Only love would be replaced with something else. Like, I want to know how to use a urinal.
I mean, you're
Properly.
handling your penis during this love song anyway.
Oh,
Matthew,
there's no way out of this.
Yeah,
There's
you've
no way out
dug
of
yourself quite the hole.
Yeah. I hope that this podcast is one of the lost shows that just doesn't make it out there.
Well, no, on this take two, we're making sure that this one goes online for sure. We're making it up to the listenership with this one. Going extra long. Matthew, I think the only way to dig yourself out of this hole is to rate your burger before you go any deeper.
Okay, well, this burger is getting a real low rating because it didn't taste like very much. The bun was the best part, the sweetest part, the most filling
the sweetest
part.
thing?
Yeah. I don't know the rest of the words to it, so I won't even continue, but I'm going to give it a 4.5.
4.5?
Yeah. Because it wasn't even good.
Well, good is 7, so that's
Good
not
is
even
7,
close. Yeah.
fine is 5.
Fine is 5.
It was a little less than fine, actually. It was just...
Mighty fine?
No, a little less than fine.
Okay. Just testing it there.
Yeah.
Seeing if you're on the proverbial ball.
No, I'm paying attention. It just...
Because there are wild accusations at every turn. You need to stay on your toes on this one.
I'll never be able to run for mayor now. Not with all this information getting out there.
Was that in the books for you, Matthew? I could see you with a top hat and a sash.
Yeah. I don't know if mayors still wear it, but I would bring it back.
In fact, I have seen you with a top hat and a sash. But that's neither here nor there. Matthew, I am with you. We had different burgers. You had the beef chuck burger, was sort of like a brisket style burger. Also not a beef patty, just loose beef in there.
Yeah.
I had a duck burger. I went in very enthused, excited. I love duck. I have had feasts of duck.
Yeah, you love their what was it? The foie gras?
Foie gras.
Yeah.
Foie gras, yeah.
Foie gras. Yeah, you don't. What is that part? That's the liver.
Yes, that's a duck or a goose that has been force fed, and they have a fat liver.
Oh God, you just like all the ducks, all the little bits of duck. Mm-hmm. The beak, especially.
No, I
You're
wouldn't
crunching on that beak too.
I wouldn't crunch on that beak, but I'd probably keep it and maybe turn it into like a little musical instrument that could, like a little snappy
like
instrument.
little mariachis.
Yeah, a little.
Is that what
little,
they are?
I don't know, little clack clack clack.
Little finger cymbals.
Yeah, little clackers.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Turn that quacker into a clacker.
No, that's some Dahmer level nonsense.
Don't you turn this around on me, Jankovic.
Okay.
Now, this was a disappointing burger because it wasn't even a burger. That's the greatest part of the disappointment.
Yeah.
The meat itself, pretty sweet. The cheese, fantastic choice of cheese. The amount, so entirely disappointing.
Yeah.
Arugula, lettuce, actually, excellent choice. Cranberry, give it a little sweetness, really nice. Not a burger, though. I can't even say that it was fine as a burger. So I'm going to go a little lower as well. I will also say 4.5, although my instinct is an N/A. Not applicable. This, I want to give a lower score to, but it was pretty tasty-ish. So 4.5, Matthew. Yet another burger consensus.
Yes.
So, Matthew, next week, we'll be going for lunch again.
Okay.
We're not quite back to a weekly schedule, but we're doing 2 back-to-back weeks because we lost a week to technical difficulties. We'll be back next week with another episode, which usually means that we'll be eating a meal together. Mm-hmm. Traditionally, we've had one type of meal. We've had some variations.
Yeah.
How much more can we vary?
I don't think very much.
No?
No.
So next week, what do you think we'll end up eating?
It's interesting that you ask that question. I think my answer would have to be... Let's get a bird.
So it's one of my favorite videos on the internet.
Yeah.
It's David Hasselhoff lying on his kitchen floor with his gut out. He's shirtless for some reason. And apparently the story is that he went through a Wendy's drive-thru very drunk and then proceeded to eat his Wendy's burgers on his kitchen floor for some reason while his daughter was videotaping him saying something along the lines of like, I hate seeing you like this, Dad. This is so you can see what you look like tomorrow. And he's just like, ugh, go away. And he's like, all the contents of his Wendy's burger are falling out onto the kitchen floor. And he's sort of picking them up and trying to reassemble his burger very poorly, going, ugh, this is a mess. And that's probably one of my favorite quotes all time off an internet video.
So the daughter who wanted to help David Hasselhoff just decided to post it online instead?
I think so. And I believe he went into like Alcoholics Anonymous after.
I'm surprised. Why didn't Wendy's capitalize on this and start marketing their burgers that way? Like good enough, like David Hasselhoff.
Good enough for a drunk, yeah.
Good enough for the star of Baywatch to eat our burgers off the floor.
That's true. Well, the thing is, your floors may vary.
Yeah.
Bread? Ducks like bread.
Yeah.
Where's this going?
I don't know. I thought you were cutting another bear trap.
Oh. Oh boy. I thought you were cutting another bear trap. That's good.